rice. Now within these forming the morning, spoil your appetite. Liquor forming and niggas warming your section with erection. Smoking every direction. Middle finger pedestrians, army seekers and lesbians. Rappers and managers, music and not phone cameras. This shit unanimous for you, the damage for you, I think. That pussy should only be holding exclusive rights to me. I mean, he flew you in this motherfucker on first class. You run out this way so you can check in the extra bag. Now you wanna divide the gam like you equate the math. That shit don't add up. You're making them mad as fuck. She say she came out here to find an A-list rapper. Spin around and slip the alphabet backwards. She dealing with malpractice. They killing you niggas confidence. Cause you're mad, you don't know what a condom is. The hair's still good though. The hair's still good though. Let me slow down. Niggas say big words and that lyrical. Make me get spiritual. Make me believe in miracles. Words and Captain Crunch cereal. Down I heard me. My money's all heard. I'm on a Thursday. Miles on the dead service. I came in first place. The opportunity. The proper time to press the booty G. The opportunity. I mean, bitches come with unity. And I will do with these. Moving you to through consumer streets. Then my shoe release. She was kicking in Friday night. And yeah, she was out short. She said, "King of mine, can I kill him to be a boy? I'm a pussy game, but it names that don't know they're rookie. Instagram is the best way to promote the pussy. Scared.
VA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. It's Wildcard weekend. We've got a great matchup between the Washington football team it's that most top of the
when I get on my speed out, somebody don't get fired. I was uninspired since Lauren Hill.
I know they hope I get identified. Cause when we slide, if some don't die, they damn near paralyzed. They don't come outside, a chance of dying, high as being alive. My mama knew he was a killer, she looked in his eyes. He told the truth, she wish he lied, said he could socialize. Oh, she know in his sleep, she must got me hypnotized. I'm still cool, man, gotta kill something to feel alive. Rollers, but I'm focused on I hit a line. I'm in the city, bending niggas playing PS5. Make them big size, so they start dying, and they whole click the vibe. Let's see who really slime. Let's see who really let they mans more than his son advance.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delayed game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm on these Smith. I always knew you'd come with this. I always knew that I'd be lit.
He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
What's up now? Niggas moving, but they don't make no sound. They know we unhappy.
On 2nd and 12. Love. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't work this hard to be around people I don't like. Gotta be a special type of nigga to deal with my life. Gotta be a special type nigga to feel what I write.
Love
like
from the gun.
Special like my listeners who have attachments to my whole style. I don't see the point, but
and this is incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get Player Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
On third down, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Very special. Hit, turn up the sample, we making magic. This thing is bigger than I could ever imagine. Ducking the flashes from the cameras, leave out the back. Jump in the spacecraft, we can't tell where we at. Chauffeur driving like a high-speed chase, truck with a smack. Tallest building in Manhattan, sipping on Manhattan. Listen to the Manhattan. Queens to Brooklyn, know what I'm feeling. I should have had gravy.
And that's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Ran through a few of them, some gangster, some Christian, some with a heart full of hate for me, even with a new nigga. They label me a sinner because I left what they stole.
2nd and 10.
I'm a villain, having that type of control. Gotta be a special type woman to deal with my life. Gotta be a special type woman to feel what I like. Special like my classics, special like my listeners who have
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll run here with Gibson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Gibson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. This one left side caught by Gibson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On second down, a run with Gibson, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making a big-time play?
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports. About how we all niggas in their fucking back. Gun works is fishy, but niggas don't be running that. Why? Cause they books and they mans is lame. So for real in the hood, we make candy rain. I can easily send you to God, but come and see me in the class of hotel. I might give you a job. If you can't remember the name, all you gotta do is ask the name. So the niggas that deliver it on. We gon' make it. We gon' make it. We gon' make it. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he's brought down. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs. Trust me, even the bullets on the wall with the hate in the pound. And then you got your head to the street now, put your face in the ground.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Winston keeps it himself. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra.
Second and 7.
We just took our first trip to the Amalfi Coast. Couple days on the beach, then it's adios. Just look at what I done alone. You you would swear we planted trees the way the money's grown.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, going to the air with Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2.
Follow my steps. You see what I'm about? Keep my money coming in and never going out. Chuck Taylor's on the paper with the glamours.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Love now to pass on first down. That's complete out right to the tight end Trimble. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Panthers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. He rifles complete. Cup on Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It will never inconvenience me to leave a brawl. Sometimes you sever ties even if it leave a scar. Some shit is gonna take a bank vault for that advantage suit. And I'm about to sign you since they banded Gucci.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Throwing, Winston. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston.
Oh, Lord.
Nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with.
Could have easily picked it.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Here's Love. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 27, Love. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun. Love. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw now, here's Love. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 35 on 2nd down. Love. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking up that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play in this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get it back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And after that, it took off like fire. Beat scared from a street dude. You don't need to be a street dude. Get a lawyer, read your contract, and eat.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who's not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One of your homies decided to say King. I started saying Peace King on my song The Fly Beats, and after that it took off like fire. They hardly happy for you. Keep doing what you do, you can't please everybody. And not everybody is you. Don't try to force a square peg in a round circle. That shit'll hurt you. Don't try to fit in either. You better go for neither. You better than speakers get medicine when you.
Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
I started saying Peace King on my song The Fly, and after that it took off like fire. Peace King.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle. And that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's a give to Gibson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll set him back 5. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Marshall. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Play fake. Here's Love. That caught by Trimble. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Marshall. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Again, it's Love. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. One call remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Swag back, Batty, where you focus at? Got to admit a little bit, I'm sick of crap, but despite that, the boy's back. And I'm so evil.
Off the play fake, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. He will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, play ball, bring the car back out. Boy, home is back, you know the bras coming out. Dancing on the big kid, like they for big kid. Talk Chris style, so they got people to drink in.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Underdog before my kick, still couldn't stop. Flash scored, rip the cards, walk the light in the dark. Peter Park, Spider-Man, all I do is climb the charts.
Play action this time with Love. On On the move to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 10. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Love now. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Here's Gibson to start the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Gibson here running out of the gun. It's a first down and more for Gibson as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 77 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A carry for Gibson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Fall back, bitch, got a lot on my plate, don't waste my breath. I don't know how many moves a nigga got left. Back to his choice. Smoking this shit like I'm trying to prove a point. I'm the highest title, numero uno. Come on, fire at the motherfucking funeral. Between you and me, turn the vision to urinals, niggas pissed off. I think it's tradition, edition, my fraud. We know the new school. On my toes to the better, we know who knew I'd be black swan. More than my mom's, I'm running me, I ain't think those are the best. And I did turn the film on the choke. But I'm 16 direct.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Pictures of the whole me giving a fuck from what a fuck nigga gotta say. Niggas ain't never been changed, never been nice, never been smooth or straight. You ain't get cute to fake is, but in a suburban nigga puff that he wants your favorite. So many watched up, turn chick, but now I'm clock here, the jigger ain't minimal purpose, what's the last? I'm 14 like what? If you get another magazine like life, you better get a nigga keep flight. Get them all when it's gonna kill my life. I get the better than good, got the last, and look, got the last. Good traffic, good traffic, shots of black people.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A handoff for Gibson, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Only question is how you tolerate. I'm always gonna get back to the struggle, cause I feel obligated. Niggas ain't gonna make it change until they heard Obama say it. My uncle dead 40 years from now, just got exonerated.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. It would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Love looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Love. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose